We have a new statement released from the Occupy Wall Street people on a new initiative that they've taken up. For those of you who don't know, they've been doing this Rolling Jubilee thing for a while where they go around and they buy up debt for pennies on the dollar and then abolish it for the people that they're helping. They say, quote, "On the third anniversary of the Occupy Wall Street movement, the Rolling Jubilee has, for the first time ever, brought and abolished student debt." And they've done it to a grand total of $3.9 million. And they abolished it for 2,761 people across the United States. They say, quote, "This is the fourth announcement of the Rolling Jubilee, which has abolished over $15 million of medical bills for thousands of people across the United States since the campaign was launched and went viral in November of 2012. So, as I was reading this story, something hit me. Why is it that a ragtag group of liberals, no offense to the Occupy Wall Street people, I love them to death, but why is it that they can get more accomplished than the U.S. government on issues that the U.S. government should be more involved with? I mean, we've spoken about this before, but if you're structuring a society from scratch, isn't one of the first things you do to say, okay, healthcare is taken care of. Okay, education is taken care of. But no, in the United States of America, what do we go for first? We need stuff that goes kaplooey. We need bombs and missiles and AK-47s and grenade launchers and body armor. We need KBR and Halliburton and Boeing and Raytheon to get richer. We also need the big banks to get $80 billion needlessly every single year. We also need Wall Street bailout money. We also need corporate welfare for Walmart and ExxonMobil. These are the things that we prioritize. We prioritize funding things where government should not be involved, and the things where government should be involved where nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. I mean, sure, you have, Medicare, Medicaid, certainly better than nothing, but you have this massive market that's in the private insurance system, which is just fucking them nonstop. Okay, and when it comes to student debt, oh my God, forget about it. Why is it that other modern nations have come to this logical conclusion already, and we're nowhere near there yet? Of course, the conclusion is, why don't we just take our tax dollars and fund school and fund healthcare? We flirt with it, right? Like I said, Medicare, Medicaid, the VA, for example, which is terribly underfunded, which is a tragedy, and the government should definitely fix that, and the Republicans are blocking it, of course. But even with school, what do we have? We have, all right, guys, your tax dollars will fund elementary school and middle school and high school and up, then you're on your own after that. You have to go into tremendous debt, and you'll be paying it back until you're a senior citizen. That's literally the case in many circumstances. We did a story about this the other day. Social Security checks are getting deducted because the seniors have not fully paid off their student loans yet. We have Congress people in the United States still paying off student loans. You think this is a problem? And look, eventually the jig is up because stuff like this leads to economic catastrophe. When you sit there and you wonder where recessions and depressions come from, it's from stuff like this. It's from the derivative market being insanely unregulated, and it's nothing but casino, rapacious shark capitalism going on in that sector. It's nothing but deregulation of Wall Street, student loan debt, credit card debt. There's any of a number of areas where the next downfall and bubble bursting can come from. And who knows, man, there's a lot of evidence to point to the conclusion that this may be an even bigger downturn than what we saw in 2008. The Great Recession might look like peanuts compared to what's coming up. And they've made it so that you can't even file for bankruptcy on your student loan debt. It's a special kind of debt where you can't file for bankruptcy. So, I mean, I love Occupy Wall Street. They're one of the few people actually doing a great job in terms of fighting for the American people and fighting for people who are back on their student loans. But, $3.9 million, it's nice, but maybe the government should get involved and, I don't know, wipe that debt clean. Just wipe it clean. Government can do that. They have the power to do that. You don't even need to raise taxes. Just reallocate the budget. Shuffle some shit around. Get rid of some of the 57% discretionary military spending budget. Okay, 57% of the discretionary budget is military spending. Just shuffle around some funds. You'll get it done. All it takes is a little bit of will. But they're not going to do it because the government is bought and owned by corporate America and by the billionaires and by the rich, and of course they're doing their bidding, and the rich people don't want to abolish student loan debt. But we need to make some major changes. We have to nationalize the healthcare system, do a Medicare for all system, and we have to nationalize education. Occupy Wall Street is way ahead of everybody on this.